Have you ever wished NotebookLM could create content that actually ready for YouTube Shorts, Instagram Reels, and TikTok? Well, Google has finally made it possible. NotebookLM has introduced a brand new feature called Short Video Overviews. And the best part is that it's rolling out to everyone, including the free users. So in this video, I'll show you exactly what these new shorts are, how they work, and what makes them different from the other video formats inside NotebookLM, and whether they are actually worth using. So let's jump right in. If you have used NotebookLM before, nothing has really changed about how your notebooks work. You can still create a notebook, upload your resources such as PDFs, websites, research papers, notes, or documents and other NotebookLM uses those sources to generate different type of content. Inside the studio section, you will still find familiar tools like flashcards, mind maps, infographics, and video overviews. The difference is inside the video overview option. Now, when you open it, you will notice a brand new choice called Shorts. So instead of generating a long educational videos, NotebookLM can now produce vertical videos that are roughly 1 minute long, perfect for modern social media platforms. This is one of the biggest improvements because these videos are specifically designed for phones rather than the desktop viewing. What's even more interesting is that Google is giving this feature to most of its free users. Previously, some of the advanced cinematic video generation was limited to higher tier plans, but these shorts are become available much more broadly. That means you don't need to have an expensive subscription just to experiment with AI generated vertical videos. So creating these videos is surprisingly simple. First of all, choose your notebook, then open video overviews. Select shorts. NotebookLM will automatically suggest several possible topics based on your upload material. For example, if your notebook is about photography, it may recommend topics like camera, settings, beginner mistakes, or lighting techniques. If you don't like any of those suggestions, you can just simply type your own custom topic and generate a video focused exactly on what you want. The first thing you'll probably notice after generating a short is how polished it looks. The narration is concise. The pacing is quick. The visuals match what's being explained. Instead of long paragraphs or slides, NotebookLM focuses on fast-moving visuals, captions, and animated graphics that works well in short-form content. So the most videos end up being around 60 seconds long, making them ideal for platforms where attention spans are short. So compared to the other video formats inside NotebookLM, these shorts feel much more modern. So let's compare them. The cinematic videos are usually several minutes long. They include more detailed storytelling and deeper explanations. They are great for educational content but require more time to watch. The explainer videos sit somewhere in the middle. They are direct, they are visual, they include captions on screen, and they focus on delivering one idea instead of covering an entire subject. Those captions are actually one of my favorite improvements. Many people watch videos without audio while scrolling through my social media. So because of that, NotebookLM automatically adds text overlays that helps viewers follow along even with the sound turned off. This small addition makes this video feel much more like a content you'd actually find on YouTube Shorts or TikTok. And another impressive feature is how well NotebookLM follows custom instructions. Suppose you have a notebook about football history. So instead of accepting the default topic suggestions, you can tell it to explain the origin of FIFA World Cup. NotebookLM will build the entire shot around that specific request. You are not locked into whatever the topic it recommends. You have much more creative control than you might expect. One main question that many people have is where all these visuals come from. Google recently introduced a new image generation model that is designed to create high quality images much faster at lower cost. That technology appears to power many of the visuals inside these. So rather than relying on existing images, NotebookLM can generate visuals that matches the narration, which helps create much smoother viewing experience. Unfortunately, one issue still remains. The video generation isn't particularly fast. Even though the final videos are only about a minute long, creating them can take several minutes, depending on the demand. If you are planning to generate multiple shots, expect a bit of waiting. A useful workaround is installing the NotebookLM mobile app. That way you will receive notifications once your video is finished instead of consistently checking your browser. Another thing that I noticed is that NotebookLM doesn't rely on static images. For certain topics, it created animated charts, diagrams, motion graphics, timelines, and visual transitions. These animations often match the narration surprisingly well, making these videos feel much more engaging than a traditional slideshow. For educational topics especially, this works extremely well. I also tested something little different. So instead of uploading articles or research, imagine uploading your own personal data. For example, your workout logs, progress charts, study schedules, or business metrics. NotebookLM can actually turn that information into a motivational or explanatory short videos. That's really interesting use case because it transforms your own data into content you can actually understand. However, it's not perfect. Sometimes NotebookLM treats your personal information as if it's describing someone else's data instead of talking directly about you. So while the analysis is useful, the narration can occasionally feel a little generic. Hopefully Google improves this in future updates. One good news is that the entire Shorts workflow can also work inside the mobile app. So for that one, you can basically open your notebook, go to Studio, select Video Overviews, choose Shorts, pick the sources you want NotebookLM to reference. Choose one of the suggested topics or you can enter your own. Generate the video. It's the same experience as desktop, making it convenient if you're working on the go. Overall, I honestly more impressed than I expected. At first, adding short videos didn't seem like a major update, but after testing it across multiple notebooks and different type of content, I found the results are actually very good and they are very polished. The videos are easy to watch, visually engaging and surprisingly useful for the educational content. If Google continues improving the generation speed and adds more customization options, this could be one of the best features for the Notebook LMs. So if you have received access to the Notebook LM shorts, I would definitely recommend giving them a try. So if you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe and turn on the notifications because I'll continue covering the latest AI tools, Notebook LM updates and productivity features as soon as they launch. Thanks for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one.